Hi, welcome back, and if you're new here, I'm JBB the Legend. Today I don't have an unboxing for you. Kind of have like a story time video type. And a while back, I did mention Beats by Your Life store had changed. I uploaded a short on October 27th, and it's been almost 2 weeks now. And this video is a bit time sensitive because I know Pete is going to have a drop tomorrow the 11th? No, not tomorrow. Friday the 11th. And, well, hopefully this video will be out Thursday and it'll make more sense. That week of October 23rd to the 27th, I was in Toronto. I was doing some training with my company. Just kind of long days. Pretty much same as the last couple of weeks, too. Just long days, long hours, kind of tired to do anything, but I wanted to get this video out pretty quick. On Friday, I went to the shop and I walked in, and then on the left side you have the coffee there that you can order, and there was some guy there who was making the coffees, and I was just looking straight back and I see like, oh, that's different, something's changed. And if you saw my first video of Pete's Right Life Shop, you will now notice that that big display that was there isn't there anymore. And the wallpaper with the picture type thing, I think it was the picture with the bridge, that's not there anymore either. That wall was kind of plain. And then off the back on the right, you did have 3 hats, some jackets, and a small little display. So I'll show the video of that so you know what I'm talking about. And the Pete's by Your Life logo was also on the back right side. So I think that might still be the same. No, I think the Pete's by Your Life logo was on the mid left side, and then now it's on the far right side in the back. So after I was done looking in the back, kind of was walking towards the front. I was going to order a coffee. And I was just thinking about, well, what am I going to do with the rest of my day? I didn't know. It's kind of early in the day. And then as I look on the first table there, I see Peter McKinnon talking with some people. I'm like, how did I miss this the first time? I was just kind of shocked with how the story had changed, and I didn't even see him. So I'm hanging around just on my phone and stuff, just like I said, figuring out what I'm gonna do the rest of the day and my flight and return the rental car. And so I guess Pete finishes talking, and I guess he had a cup of coffee or something and he's putting it away. And then I'm like, I went up to him and I'm like, are you Peter McKinnon? I was still a bit in shock. And he said, yeah. I'm like, oh, it's nice to meet you. Shook his hand, and then I kind of didn't want to fanboy out on him. I'm like, oh, what happened to the store here? It looks like everything has changed. And he goes on to tell me that they added more seats so people could sit, which it seemed like it went further back now than before. And he said after the next drop, he'll have different stuff in the shop, and essentially will be remodeled, that whole area. Just from looking at some of the sneak peeks he put on Instagram, it looks like that back room is going to be open now and have more Pete's by Your Life stuff. And he was also saying he was going to try to have more of his collab stuff. I guess whoever makes the hats and the leather jackets, I think it's like Master Co Supply something. I'll pop it up on screen so you know what it is. And yeah, those jackets are fairly pricey. I think they were about 600 Canadian, about 400 US or so. And those are pricey. I think might be leaning towards more of the pricier stuff. So if you thought some of his drops were expensive, wait till you try to buy a jacket or a cool looking hat. I think price might go up. So I think he'll be leaning more towards the collab stuff in his store. Also probably so he could sell more product and have different stuff, because On the drops, I'm sure he almost sells out or has a couple things. And when I was there looking around, it seemed like he had a lot less stock of stuff than last time. On one side, underneath the hats, he had the Failure Isn't Fatal shirts. They're all small sizes. I think he had 2 or 3 beanies left. He had a couple of hoodies. And I think a couple of some other shirts. I don't remember exactly. Underneath the display, he had some of the Moto shirts because there was the oil cans on the bottom. And the stuff that wasn't on display, kind of there's a little box on the side where they had all the other stuff in there. Just some of the patches, candles, stuff like that. All the extra stuff that used to be on display is now in that box. And I believe I also have it. I have a picture of that, or should I say a clip of that in my first video. So after talking with Pete for a little while just on what he was going to do with the shop, I asked him for a picture. Like I said, I didn't want to fanboy too much out. So we're kind of like in the middle of the store, and he said, "Oh, let's go to better lighting." I'm like, "Yeah, that'd probably be better." And he's really tall, apparently. I'd never thought he was like super tall. I think he's like 6'2", 6'1", around there. I think I was reading his bio somewhere. And very long arms, because he was able to take a selfie of us and came out pretty good. I'm surprised. I don't know. Selfies I usually don't come out too good. And at least not on the first, second try. Yeah, I told him again, thanks for the picture, and it was nice meeting him. And he said, yeah, if I need anything from the display or anything, feel free to ask. And I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Seems like a nice down-to-earth guy. So I'm sure if you meet him, he'll be just as nice to you too. And like I said, it was pretty awesome to go meet him. I didn't expect to see him there. Like I said, I kind of just walked past him and then surprised to see him at all. I thought he might be off doing something or working on some project or video or something. He always seems pretty busy. And it wasn't super early in the morning. Okay, yeah, so I was at the shop. It was about 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, or Toronto. But yeah, pretty cool, interesting. And then I ended up getting another pen. Let me pop it up. It's the bolt action one. And I thought I'd get it just to remind me of when I met Peter McKinnon unexpectedly. I bought it, and it was also the last one. And it was a bolt action. I'm like, I'll pick it up. Also a good reminder, fly the flag, and the time I met Peter McKinnon unexpectedly, which is pretty cool. It's pretty same to the other pen. And inside the clip there, it says hashtag fly the flag. I know it's pretty hard to see. Yeah, pretty cool. And then the other thing with the box, it's looking at the spare parts. And there is this anodized bolt there, I guess what you would call it, the bolt. So let me pop that up. Yeah, so very cool. I think it's like an anodized bolt there. And I'm going to switch it up here. Just think that's going to be a cool little blue color on here. And I like blue, so works out good. And nice little dot of color on here, so I think that's gonna look really cool. And I didn't know, like I said, I missed out the first time on the pens, and now I have 2 pens. But yeah, I'm gonna switch that out, and I don't know, maybe do a short or maybe add some video or find out more information. But yeah, so the first pen I got was for the first time I went over there to the shop. And this is the one where I met Peter McKinnon. Sometimes when you buy stuff, I think it has more meaning when it means something or it's from a time that you did something. So this is very cool. I'll probably never get rid of this. and I will keep it forever until it falls apart. I took the video on my phone. I didn't have my camera on me. I had it in the car. Like I said, I didn't want to fanboy too much out. So let's take a look at the video. It's really short. Yeah, so you can see on the bottom they have the Pete's Prior Life oil cans with the shirts. And what else can you see? You see some candles, a quartermaster, some tumblers, the secret display box. Above that, you have the darker tumblers. You have some of the pens left there. A bottle opener, ration candle. Then on the left side of that, you have the compass. You have the barrel candle. I think it might have been brass dice there. The skelly tool with paracord on there, already wrapped. Under that, you have the gold key, the slingshot. You have a book under the slingshot. Then underneath that, you have the Peter McKinnon tool, camera tool. And next to that, you have the wrench. Next to the display, you have those jackets. You have the nice jackets there. Pricey. I don't know. If I had to pick one, probably go with something black. I think it looks the best. Pete's Prior Life logo. And they have the door. I think that goes to the upstairs offices and stuff. And from the display, you have the 3 hats. You have the hoodie, some shirts. And a couple of the beanies there. And then where it ends, that's the door where I believe there will be more Pete's Prior Life stuff in there. So I think he kind of just moved the outside inside that room. And looking at the pictures on Instagram, that seems what is happening. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like Pete's Prior Life stuff. I'll be having more videos on his stuff. And like I said, there'll be a drop on Friday. Saw this cool bandana or a rag. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was a bandana. It seemed fairly big. Looked pretty good. It had failure isn't fatal on it. Also had fly the flag and a bunch of stuff. And I believe also